right now, this very moment, what is something that you really, really want to go after? What is something that you really, really want to achieve? Possibly you're thinking of writing a book, a bestseller. Or you might be thinking of clearing your UPSC. You want to be an IS officer. Or you might be getting adventurous and may want to try out your hands at music or do solo bike riding in the Himalayas. You may want to create a large sum of money, or you may even want to repair a broken relationship that has not healed for so many years. My question to you is, whatever you deeply, deeply desire, what is stopping you to do just that right now? Now, you might say, oh, it's possibly because I do not have time, or I do not have that much of experience or expertise. I don't have the knowledge. I really lack the capital or money to start it. I lack any contacts. I'm not very influential, or my past failures could be a reason behind that. Okay, I believe you. Whatever you're saying might be true. However, underneath that is actually something else. And under the surface is actually something called as limiting mindset, which is stopping you to get to your highest best. And today I want to help you to break that limiting mindset so that you can really do what you deeply, deeply desire and be delighted and happy. Okay, so let me decode what is limiting mindset. Limiting mindset basically is limiting self-belief in your mind, which says that in my mental ability, in my physical ability, I cannot attain or achieve certain goals or dreams. Do you know why? Because in the past you've never done it. You never had any past references of it, or you might have not seen a lot of examples around you of people who also achieved it. In reality, it could simply be a limiting mindset, a limiting belief. So here are some examples. You might connect with some of them. You might say, no one in my family ever started a business. Everyone had an employment, so how can I? I have never written a book. I am not the best at linguistic, so how can I? You might say, no one in my contact or my family has ever been a millionaire. How can I? I've never done this project before. I've never done this internship before. So how can I? Just because you do not have any examples in your own life of past references of doing something like that, you believe that it isn't possible now. Sometime you must have gone beyond your past examples or references and must have taken steps of faith wherein you said, I'm going to do this, and you tried your best, you invested your time, and somehow it still did not happen. Sometime your failures can stop you and develop a sense of limiting mindset as well. May I just assure you that your past references do not always determine your future success. Sometime you got to move ahead and do things that you've never done before. And that is how you break limiting mindset. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share 3 simple steps that can actually transform you from a limiting mindset to a limitless mindset. And let me share that by a powerful story that really inspired me, and I'm sure it will inspire you too. Pramit Bhargava, who is an alumnus of IIT, 20 years back, because of a drug reaction, it affected his retina, and as a result, he slowly started losing his vision. By 2012, his vision had dropped to such a level that he could not read anything at all. Now you can imagine somebody who's so talented, somebody who worked at Hindustan Lever and Motorola, suddenly losing his vision wherein he can't even see. It's a disability, right? At the age of 53, this Pramit Bhargava, a very talented person, started feeling lost, felt a sense of low confidence, and started feeling, what's next? What do I do next? Now, while I'm sharing this story, it is possible that you're looking at your own failures or disabilities or certain challenges that you face because of which you feel that I'm lost, I don't know the road ahead. That's exactly what happened with Pramit Bhargava. Now, in his own words, he says, I was becoming so dependent on people because of the lack of technology. Even though I'm a good user of technology, I realized that the only things available for visually impaired people was a basic reader that was fairly very, very basic and was really difficult to use. From that birthed an idea of what if there could be somebody who could be a virtual friend so that Even a blind person can carry out, very seamless, easy interactions on the WhatsApp, in booking a cab, and using so many other applications that are available on Play Store, on Google. That's where the idea got generated. All right, did you get that, my friend? One of the biggest thing that pushed him to create an application was his deep desire to say that how could I ensure that I create a virtual friend who could help me when I'm struggling with my vision, and how it could help so many other people around as well. Not only did he do it for himself, but he said, can I create something that could help so many other people around the world who do not have the facility, to use an application that is really, really helpful and seamless for people who are blind. Isn't that amazing, my friend? You need to ask yourself, why is this goal so important for me? How will it impact me? How will it impact the people around me? How will it benefit me and everybody around me? When you do that, my friend, you'll have enough reasons for you to just say that I'm going to do it no matter what, even if I lack certain abilities, skills, knowledge, or contacts. All right, step number 2, shift your focus. Now, what this basically means is, imagine this, at the age of 53, somebody loses sight, is even struggling to even book a cab to travel. Wouldn't a lot of people just give it up and say that it's not going to work out, my life's a mess? What would make somebody to shift his mindset from it's not working out, it's not possible, I'm visually impaired, I'm feeling disabled, I have no solutions, to somebody who says, can I shift? Can I start thinking of possibilities? What could I do so that not only I, but so many people who are visually impaired can actually use their phones, whether it's a WhatsApp, whether it's an Uber, whether it's an Ola, whether it's any other application? How could I make it so easy for them so that, it's almost like a friend having a conversation with them throughout the day? Are you understanding? When you're able to shift your focus from what's not possible, what's not working, it is scary, I don't have the answer, to saying, what if I can find the answer? What if this could be possible? What if? And one of the ways you can break your limiting mindset is change the thought of it's not possible by asking yourself a question, what if it is possible? What if there could be a solution? What if I could find the answer? So shift your focus from not possible to it could be possible, and ask the question, what if? Now that's exactly what Mr. Bhargava did. This IIT alumni, he faced several hiccups, he faced a lot of obstacles apart from people around him, in his own family and his own self-doubts. He tried to get a lot of programmers and developers on board so that they could build up the software and the application for him. But he wasn't getting a lot of support. But he relentlessly kept moving forward. He started having conversation, and as a result, he received funding from a company called Sequoia Capital. Now, the good news is he's got a team of 14 developers. And the amazing thing is, among them, there are 3 developers who are visually impaired creators. Step number 3, take massive action and get results. Mr. Bhargava says that, we want to build a global business with a social consciousness, partnering with top corporations like Spotify, Facebook, WhatsApp, and so many other applications available on Play Store. Think about it for a minute, my friend. A person who has vision impairment, a startup that no one's heard about, a company that hires 3 people who are actually visually impaired, a company that says, I want to be on all the applications possible so that we can provide voice-enabled services to every person who struggles with the challenge of being blind. Are you understanding? There is a lot of massive action that he and his team had to take. And as a result, he's getting results. And as a result, it is in the news and it has reached you and it has reached me. Now, in order to break limiting mindset, it is important for you to take massive action. The question is why? When you take massive action and you start getting results, then what happens is you already have examples and references of you've done it in the past, you've got successes in the past. And as a result, there are more chances of you getting success in the present and the future. And that, my friend, increases your confidence and your self-belief that it is possible. And that's exactly how your limiting mindset is broken. The best way to handle limiting mindset is to start taking massive action. I hope this video helped you. If this video helped you, go ahead, click on the like, share, subscribe button. And if you got a question, feel free to ask. Until we meet next time, stay strong and remember, stay inspired.